for
Yes.
it.
Yes.
They believe that their Hawkins is cursed, right? They're like, obviously, a lot of awful things have been happening to our town over the last few years. And, they bring the word curse out quite a bit. And we talked about the crops failing a couple seasons back. But then they kind of have to point the blame somewhere. How can you not think about the witch trials, right?
Yeah.
If you listen to Practically Magic, those of you who have listened to my podcast on Practically Magic about the witch trials, about blaming, who are we blaming? Are we blaming the witches, or are we blaming maybe the actual culprits, which could be otherworldly figures? Vecna has a lot of cultural tie-ins or similarities to the puka or the changelings of Celtic folklore, the ones that can change their shape to look or seem like something else. He's very tricky like that. Might actually be harming people. That's kind of what the Fae folk were like for people of that time period and that culture. So I can't help but think of the similarities there. And then who gets blamed? Poor Eddie.
Eddie Munson. Who better to blame it on than the town outcast? Basically,
Right.
there's one of these in every school. This was the lunch table I sat at, and I can remember our Eddie Munson, old Toddy Locks. He's out there. He's probably watching right now, but old Toddy Locks probably would have been Eddie Munson.
Yeah.
I still talk to old Toddy Locks today. He's one of the best human beings I know, but you would be shocked at all the looks and things that he probably got accused of, and us as a group. We were never really up to no good. We might have been doing some backyard wrestling and beating the hell out of each other. But other than that, we weren't up to no crime. I don't think none of us went to jail, Like, I felt the same way about Eddie Munson. But it was easy for them to point their fingers at the kid that didn't look like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm fired up about Eddie.
I think everybody was. When it came
Yeah.
down to it, you were like, they were just playing D&D. They just love D&D. What were they hurting? How did he hurt anybody? And the fact that, maybe growing up in the trailer park and the, classism, and you could bring a lot of that into play there too. How someone is othered or made to
Yeah.
feel like they're not good enough. And, you have these, the jocks, the popular kids in school, again, against the kids that were maybe a little bit of an outcast, but had somehow found a group that accepted them. They were all kind of like, we're the weirdos and we're okay with it. That was me and my drama peeps. We probably weren't even as cool as this D&D team, this Hellfire Club. We were more like, we were over there having feelings and massaging each other in a circle.
Now, see, we didn't have the name the Hellfire Club, but we did have a name, and it was RAW. And the A was an anarchy symbol, but it was Reckless Attitude Wrestling. And that was us. And we had the patches and everything. Yeah, we were out there rocking it.